Hey YouTube, this is Rexy. I'm Richard.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And what is this, Rose?
This is To Your Eternity, episode 6. Yeah. So last time we was it last time we got the confirmation that Bonchan can see ghosts, or was it the week before?
Week before that.
Last week we got confirmation that
he can bring people back.
Bring people back.
Yes.
He can bring people back.
This is true.
And also he's in love with the doll.
Yes.
So. And also Kohaku is proposing.
Yes.
And also Bunchan just decided to stroll into that conversation. I guess because he's a prince. I don't know.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm expecting obviously from
One other thing, Toto's also a girl. We were sure about that.
I'm expecting that Fushi's gonna shoot him down. I'm just wondering to what extent and what will the consequences of this be, or will Kohaku just take it as a challenge? Because the Heisei line doesn't really take no for an answer.
This is true.
No, this is true.
Yes. Oh yeah, and something that I remembered while I was what was it? While I was editing the video. I noticed that Iris says she doesn't want to tell Bonchan because she's afraid that her good fortune will end. And then later we see Bonchan, he's talking to the ghosts behind her. He's like, "Are you going to tell him about his power?" And he's like, "I'm afraid my good fortune will leave," which means...
Wait. Who said that? Bonchan said that?
Bonchan said that,
okay.
Which means...
Yes?
Bonchan totally overheard their conversation about Iris being a girl.
Oh, maybe.
I'm leaning towards that as well. I'm wondering if it's possible that's just a common phrase in their land.
Yeah.
The only reason I think that is because I was wondering why they had a scene where we had already had the explanation of Iris being a girl and everything, but for some reason Fushi had to say in a full sentence, "Why haven't you tell Bonchan that you're a girl named Iris?"
Oh.
Right.
It's a full sentence, and I'm like,
That's a good point, actually.
this is a perfect time for some eavesdropping.
Did you go back and watch the scene, if you see some rustling in the background?
Oh, I should have.
That'd been funny.
The thing is, they were on a terrace. A terrace where they were eating or whatever. They were on a terrace, so Bonchan could have been underneath it.
And later that episode we confirmed he just walks up to people's private conversations.
All the time.
True.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so maybe we'll figure that out in this episode. Guys, remember to hit the like button, remember to hit the subscribe button. Also check out the Patreon in the description to see these episodes a whole week early, as well as the uncut version of these episodes. Let's get right into the show.
Discussion. A lot happened.
Yeah.
Freaking
My
Richard
goodness.
Bennett, but yeah.
So we start off and we have Bonchan is so into this drama.
Yeah, he's got cookies, he's got tea, he's got people serving him while he's sitting there.
Brought people along.
Yeah, and Fushi immediately felt like a revulsion, which, he throws up there, but he also throws up later on.
Yeah, so we see...
Are they two separate instances, or...?
What's his name? The master says something like he lacks something.
He lacks something your body needs. Which
Which
then seemed like it probably was just air because he's using fire and burning it up. But it seems strange to have two vomit-inducing things occurring in the same episode.
Yeah.
Where they're both kind of vague.
Yeah.
At least answers.
Yeah, although it in every form Fushi was even what's his name, Booze Man was shivering.
Yeah. So he was revolted, but it could have also been he's kind of thinking, why did I throw up? Oh my gosh, I must hate it really a lot, you know?
Yeah.
But, or just the throwing up made him think, oh, I hate it. Why? And then he remembers, wait a minute, Perona was killed by blah blah blah, and then kind of that goes into the direction of why he thinks, or he just gets more upset. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just the other bodies seem to also. Is it stemming from Perona's initial instance of the grab that all of them felt the freak out, or is it because there's something sacred about the fact that she's using someone else's body, therefore there's certain things shouldn't be happening, someone's trying to embrace this person's body, that shouldn't be occurring, or is it just the revulsion of Perona the person in that body carrying over? Perona would react revolted in this situation.
I think it's that, but then he felt the emotions of it as well, and then so when he was changing, he was still having the emotions. Kohaku's was terrifying.
Oh my gosh.
In a moment.
Have we seen Perona as a ghost walking around with him?
No.
Or Boost Man. Who just now we have the form of, which I wonder if he just either he just realized he could change into a booze man because he was just trying different bodies, or he just died.
He's changed into booze man before.
Really? I didn't see.
Like in passing.
Oh, I didn't see it all.
Didn't see that either.
This is the first time. But yeah. Then we see.
Wait, I just want to point out. She needed to throw up and chose to run to the storage room.
Yes.
I thought it was hilarious.
Through where all the food is. Let's throw up there.
Amazing. But that's all.
Yeah.
What happened that I had theorized last time was Kohaku is learning what actually happened, not just what the Hayase line has told him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, she got beheaded and they killed the child.
Gruesome way, yeah. Yeah, I wonder what he's going to do with this information. Like, do you think he'll change the chronicles, or is he just going to, like, go back with it in his chest kind of to himself and, like, okay, fine. Work on Fushi next generation.
I think he's actually at least going to be more curious about what is the truth and what is the lie in what they have told him.
He's extremely important because if they can get through to him, it changes the entire mission of the Hayase line. Sure, the soul thing may be going on. There'll always be an infatuation with the reborn Hayase Fushi, but that kid, the body has always been raised to be extremely obsessive and use cruel methods to get to Fushi. So if you can change Kohaku's way of looking at it and how he
change the line,
everything changes because it's his duty to bring the next Hayase into the world.
Right, and to teach them what they should learn and how to go about doing anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or maybe he'll just refuse to have a kid, and there ends the line. There goes the problem. Yay! Oh yeah. And then afterwards we have we're in the town and people are being like, can you bring people back from the dead, please?
Yes. And the rumors have come through.
Yes.
Banjan.
And Bun is like, no, shut up.
Yeah, he's still not giving in. But now we see all of this happening. He's captured. Before he was captured, though, I feel like he had a chance of, like, no, I'm gonna stand up. But now he's like, no, I'm just gonna take the kid and protect my people.
Still in self-interest and still just trying to do whatever it takes to make him king.
Yeah.
I think this is probably next episode will probably see the end of that arc for him. Like we'll see him finally decide to be like, all right, the kingdom is important to me, but me, the way I act towards my friends and what it takes to become king is more important. There's other things he can do other than using people.
Yeah, and I like that back and forth with Iris and him being like him making legitimate points and being like, I have to serve my country, I have to do the best for my country, but Toto being like, that's not why you're doing it though, you're just being selfish.
Yeah, which it goes back to what his dad said. It's like, yeah, you're doing good things, but why are you doing this? Like his brother was just helping people build the hospitals because that's what he wanted to do.
And we also learned the name of the pontiff Cyrilla. C-Y-L-Y-R. Anyways, I'll go with you.
Lyra.
Okay. That guy. He is playing all the sides. Yeah. Because you see him like being all, oh dear sir, we just captured a temple, that's all, and the people are just, So they have their own agenda. Yeah. That the people who they're working under don't necessarily know or like agree with. They're like, what the heck? Okay, let's do it.
Who are you referring to? The people?
I don't know who that lead that guy was with all the armor. The guy who was like, you need to. Fine, let's just deal with the people. Make sure to calm the people. All right. He was just looked like he was sucking up to this guy.
Yeah. So there's the mayor who I'm assuming was just in charge of the city, and then there's a noble lord who maybe he's got this city and more stuff. I'm guessing because mayors run cities. So why is this other guy also here? So he's like. So I do enjoy the whole smaller factions underneath the actual political umbrellas. Like you've got this kingdom that you're in, but the Church of Bennett, while influential, they don't own the city. And the Guardians, while influential, they don't have a huge army with them at all times. I just like seeing stuff like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And also it showed the Church of Bennett, while powerful in influence, is not as powerful as they can project to be. Like they had to suck up to that guy because they're in front of the rioting crowd. That means they're not actually that powerful. But to what's his name, Bunchen is like your entire kingdom will vanish. Like, can they actually do that, or are you just playing to your insecurities?
Yeah. Especially since like this, there's the three kingdoms, but the three main kingdoms, which was Morelis, Bennett, and Zumba, or something like that. I don't remember what it was. But then there's just the Church of Bennett, which is another circle within the circle. So what can the Church of Bennett actually do to them, to a whole kingdom?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whole different kingdom.
Yeah.
I mean, the Kingdom of Moralis already likes Fushi. He was in Bonshed Weekly.
Yeah, there was a Moralis. Yeah, there was a Church of Moralis on the island. Is that what you're saying?
No, Moralis is.
Yeah, he also said that there was a Kingdom of Bennett.
Yes,
because that's the Kingdom of Bennett.
Yes, that's what they were explaining with why the triangle symbol.
Yeah, I thought those were the churches.
I thought they were the churches.
No, they were the kingdoms.
Oh.
Okay. I always thought they were just the churches. All right. Yeah, so they've got that going on.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they'll ever explain the whole redhead thing, or that's just how
They're just
they only induct redheads.
They're all redhead.
Only redheaded.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the redheads are holy.
And they also explained, so he couldn't bring back that body because he never knew him in life. It was also a little different because with the girl, he kind of spawned her off of himself.
Yeah, I don't know.
With this, he turned into it.
Yeah, but it looked like, so I don't know what happened because it looked like he put his hand out like this to create it and it was creating something. But then all of a sudden he was the body. So I wonder if like he tried to do what, no, I don't know.
I think it was just starting from there.
Okay. But anyways, yeah, I think it's a combination of basically what Banshin was saying. It's a combination of he didn't know him in life, and also the soul needs to be nearby. Mm-hmm. Where the soul was probably nearby for the girl.
Yeah.
The souls that are nearby him right now. So if he, like we guessed, if he tried to bring back somebody like Shin, Gugu's older brother, Shin's probably passed on peacefully. If we brought back his body, he knows him, but his spirit is not just going to appear. Mm-hmm. It would have to want to come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what you'll need Banshin for once he comes around.
Yes.
Like, there's certain bodies you can bring back. Let's not traumatize you by bringing back ones that can't come back.
Right. Mm-hmm. So Banshin can tell you if a ghost is here. Yeah, he's over there. You can bring back his body. Mm-hmm. You know.
Yeah. Dude, that molten scene with the.
That was crazy.
That was metal.
Too metal. Far too metal.
That was crazy.
Well, yeah.
The master looks so menacing.
Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, how cruel. Molten lava descends on your son. Oh.
It's terrible. My.
Mm.
So he was counting. He said, let's see what happens first between the iron cools or your body vanishing, and started counting. So was the full count at the end just for when his consciousness came back?
I was thinking it was the number of times he regenerated that he was counting. So he was regenerated like 112,049 times.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. I thought it was maybe, okay, the iron is now fully cooled, or your body has stopped regenerating. What happened first was the iron fully cooled. So like he's stuck in a metal. But the regeneration also makes sense, because he kind of counted as he saw the finger was burning away, then it came back and he said another count. So maybe that was it too.
I thought it was just, like, it was happening so consistently. I was like, he's just counting the seconds that... I thought he was counting the seconds that the iron would cool.
Could be.
Yeah, so if he's conscious in there, then his body is in there. It never came apart, but he just stuck. How the heck did they get him out? He has to turn into the iron and then like worm his consciousness through it.
Maybe this is gonna be how he figures out how to retain his consciousness while being an inanimate object.
It has to be.
It has to be. That's probably it, and that's probably why the master is like not the least perturbed. And also something else about what the master said. He actually showed care about like the commotion that he's creating on Earth, like, and people living peaceful lives. I was like, wow, that's nice of you. I
don't know if that was him being
facetious.
Not facetious, or like him worrying about the rest of the world. I was like, this is a concern of yours. Now it's not. Doesn't have to be. There's the positive side, my son.
Okay. That could be it.
Like he doesn't like fully grasp that, like, you know, there's other factors that are like there's a hierarchy here, priorities. Banshin about to die, you know.
Master himself lacks a great deal of humanity.
Yeah, but interestingly, he points out Fushi has an understanding of human misery now.
Yes,
he's really grown, almost like he's human.
He's experienced it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't read his face when he said that. This is true. It is impossible. Is it proud dad moment, or is it this might be a problem moment?
I thought he was just checking off. Okay, so that's occurred.
It felt suspicious to me. I will agree. When he said it, I didn't feel it like, okay, good, we're making progress. It felt like, I thought, the way I took it, because it was suspicious, was that he was being, it's almost as if you're human or something, you know, kind of. I don't know how to explain, but like he was being maybe a little sarcastic. But I didn't trust it, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm not too worried about it, mainly because I feel like it doesn't matter if he becomes too much of anything. He just, so much as he keeps growing, that's the issue.
Yeah.
Like, Fushi's never gonna be able to truly be human because of his immortality, right?
And also I feel like the Master, while he is in a rush to save the world, he's not in a rush, you know?
He was fully like, we can wait a few hundred years until everybody's gone.
Yeah.
And you have no connection to anybody. It's fine.
For 1 second there, when we were looking at the iron and we're in the blackness and he was calling out the number, it's like, oh my gosh, is that how many days passed? and then I remember, no, it was counting seconds.
I would hate that. I would hate it so much.
Yeah, so much. Like, everybody's dead. Start all over again.
Yeah, so now that he's gotten awake, I guess, he has to find a way to transfer his consciousness out of there. There's no way they can mine him out of that reasonable time.
Nope.
So what's going to go down between Bunch and Iris? Maybe just have a conversation. He's not going to be able to see who it is till they get out.
Yeah, I think that he knows it's her because he was like, that voice.
Yeah.
But I think this is basically what Fushi read in the book about they can't see each other, so they build a relationship not based off of appearances.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the book.
Yeah, so it's gonna be cute. We're in prison. Some prison love.
How? That is the thing. They put him in jail because he's a heretic, but he's still Prince.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, if they get away with this, then the Church of Bennett has some serious power. You know?
So I feel like Poca or whatever, the little sister, she's probably gonna have to find her way back home to say, hey, bro got kidnapped. He's in jail. Can we go save him?
Although for some reason she is like, let's have faith in them.
Yeah, faith in why? People I just met. What? I'm gonna have faith in them to save everybody.
In their good luck, she said.
Yes.
Your good luck.
Well, maybe the whole family is weird that way. Maybe she can seek luck.
Maybe. Maybe she does have a power too.
They've talked about good fortune in last episode, so maybe this is something to do with that again.
Maybe.
Anything else, guys?
112,049.
I honestly, the thing I'm looking forward to is I just want to see him start bringing people back to life. I want to see if you realize he can do that.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know how I would feel. I don't know if it were to the point where it would be cathartic yet, for if he were to bring all of the ghosts following him back yet. Like, it would just be like wow, we're back, let's go on an adventure. It wouldn't be like, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we need to build up to it where he'll finally do it.
It'll kind of break the story too.
Yeah.
Because they're suddenly all now immortal as well. In a sense. Like they can't.
Yeah, but what will stop it is they will get to the place where they're satisfied with life. Like Fushi wants people to be sad. Like he was saying, that's something else we didn't talk about. When he was talking to the master, and master's like, oh, you understand human misery. He was saying, people need to be able to die when at least to get a little satisfaction. And I feel like that's what he feels like his friends lost. They died in the middle. So if they were to come back, I think he wouldn't, like, if say they lived to an old age, I don't think he'd want to bring them back, no matter how much he missed them.
Yeah, I don't think he would either. I'm saying, like, the tension in the story.
Oh, would be gone?
Yeah, that if Gugu comes back, it doesn't matter if Gugu nearly gets killed by a knocker again. You can just bring him back. You know? And dying satisfied, that's kind of the ultimate goal for most stories. So let's, like, look at Tonari, right? When Tonari died, I wasn't sad. I was more frustrated that she wouldn't tell him who she was. Because I felt like she lived her full life. I was like, okay, bye Tonari. So it's just, if they do start bringing people back, I feel like it's going to be a really hard thing to do because this show has been action for so much. It's going to be hard to not shift it to something like exploration and no more fighting. Because what's the fight mean after you realize Fish can do this?
Yeah, that's true.
Because even if they lock him up and kill all his friends, it's like, eventually he'll get out, and eventually he'll just get him back up, you know?
That's true. Feel like the writers of the show have something up their sleeve for that.
I hope so.
Mayhaps.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find out in the next episode. Guys, remember to hit the like button, remember to hit the subscribe button. Also check out the Patreon in the description to see these episodes a whole week early, as well as the uncut version of these episodes. And also check out the description to see the link to our merch store. We'll see you guys in the city. Bye!
Alright.
Oh, bye!
A special thanks to our patrons, Arminius, Cubook, SpongeBob's Wrath, and Hound of the Red Plains.